Hi, and welcome back to Bachelor Buzz, the best place to come for news on your favorite reality TV dating show and recaps on the show. Once again, guys, I'm sorry. We are starting this season. It is our fourth season, but it's our second episode to
Ooh.
recap, third episode overall for the season, and I am just forgetting that script that I wrote.
It's
But I'm right
okay.
on.
I think people know what we're doing over here.
Yes.
We're a Bachelor podcast and we recap
Yes.
the shows. And actually, we are putting out a little bonus episode after this to bring you some Bachelor Nation news. Everyone who knows Bachelor World is familiar probably with the breakup between Matt James and Rachel Kirkconnell. And we listened to the Call Her Daddy episode. It was pretty long. I actually only listened to like the first 2/3, even though I was in it. It was so good. Honestly, if you haven't listened, you should. Or you should just listen to our recap that we're putting out after this.
Listen to us.
Yeah. All right. First off, drinking water, whatever. No buzz for me. How
I'm
about you?
drinking water
Nothing.
too.
Yeah, we gotta switch it up soon. We gotta have like a nice cocktail that we can brag about sometime soon. But yes, so let's get into it. It was the second episode of Grant's season, and it started off really positive. There wasn't even really a cold open. It was just like boom, Bachelor. It was like a brick wall, and it says Bachelor, and he's there with a basketball. It was really cute. It cuts to the girls having mimosas. They all look super done up and cute. It wasn't those things where it's like they rolled out of bed and the cameras are on. Like they all looked ready. And then Jesse comes in and he announces they're going to have 2 group dates. And then, of course, Alex, who got the first impression rose, she has her one-on-one. So it's going to be an exciting couple of days they have. Exciting first real week with Grant, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they start out the first group date. They list out the names, and they end up going to play basketball, which is, obviously. Grant was a professional basketball player overseas, so this is perfect, and it's a great way for him not really to see what their skill is, because he's not looking for someone who plays basketball like him.
Yeah.
He's just looking for someone who puts the effort into it and has a good time, and I think even like the competitiveness, because he's competitive.
And who can like relate to him.
Exactly.
Know something about it.
Yeah, understand a little bit about his world and what he made a living doing for a while. So I thought it was kind of interesting, though, and I've heard people say this before, I feel like, on this show, maybe not necessarily this season, but I think maybe 1 or 2 of the women has said, like, oh, I've never played basketball before. And, like, honestly, I'm not judging to be like, it's more like, what about PE when you're growing up? I mean, is physical education failing us? Because
like
don't they
really never played?
You play every sport. You learn every major sport that I thought. Is that not a thing anymore? Like, I don't know. But I was like,
I have no idea. They're probably doing like yoga in gym class nowadays. So
yeah.
I don't know. I was surprised also at like how bad most of the girls were.
And didn't know. Like
the basic rules.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Like
teach their own. Yeah, like maybe it really just isn't as common. But I was like, man, like I wasn't an all-star basketball player, but like I would be whooping their butts. I would be like free throw, like layups, like there was so much traveling.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And see, you're using all these terms that they would just be like, I don't know what that is. Like, I don't, are we going this? Like, is this the way we're going? And that's not to like slight the person who said that. I love that person, but I was just a little surprised, especially if you're going on this season. Once you know it's Grant, why wouldn't you just be like, oh, let me just go on Google and just, because they're going to do basketball. Joey's
so true.
Tennis. Well, like, I understand people who are like, I've never played tennis. I get that a little bit more because it's, it's not as popular a sport. But I was like, okay. But that was just my own little thing. I'm not slighting the girls, like the women. They did a great job. They really put their all into it, as we saw. And a little bit more going on there on the court than
Oh my gosh, we didn't even talk about it. Yeah. Wait, so like before they started playing the game, we did have a steal you for a sec moment. So he did say shoot your shot, double entendre, and Zoe took it very personally. There and it was really cute. He set up the game with a bunch of kids. So like it was both like, let's play the game and let's see how the women interact with the kids, how he interacts with kids. Everyone was getting along really well. It was really precious. But there was like this one point where like they were all shooting like free throws, I think, and each one of them had to shoot. And like Zoe, halfway through, it's like her turn, and she just kills the vibe because she's like, I'm going to shoot my shot, but not with this. I'm going to forfeit my shot, and I'm going to ask you to come with me. And Grant's just like, okay. And once again, we have a bachelor or a lead who can't say no to obviously inappropriate times to get stolen. And she takes him to like the rooftop of the hotel, and it was nice, whatever. But anyways, they come back, and everyone, even the kids, were pissed. They were just like, okay, welcome back. It just killed the vibe. And I was just like, wow, like that was not the right move. Like she killed the vibe. It was so fun. And then it was just like, blah.
I think it was the timing just was not good. Like, I understand people playing the game because obviously you're there to, in lack of a better way to put it, win this man's heart. But I think the timing of it was awkward. And I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Not always, because some of these people on these seasons don't deserve it, I think. But I always also believe that she probably talked to her producer, and was saying like, oh, shoot your shot. And that producer probably encouraged her and was like, yeah, we'll let you guys just go up to the rooftop. It's all good. Just do what you want to do. So I always feel like when those things happen, it obviously has to be facilitated, because they're not going to be like, right at that moment, sure, go up to the rooftop. I feel like that was pre-planned, and I just feel like I understand wanting to take her time with him. I get that. It was just an awkward time to do it because, like you said, they were all there practicing free throws or three-point shot. I don't remember. And
I did not like it.
They were all into it. The kids were so into it. And then they disappeared for who knows how long, because this is edited, so we don't know how long they were gone. And everyone's just kind of standing around like, okay. So I don't love the timing. I understand why she did it. I understand this show. I just think it was awkward timing to do it.
But I mean, it did kind of set the tone for the rest of the episode, because that's not the only time she did this. And of course they get into it later. Later this date. But yeah, I think the yellow team won. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was. Oh wait, no. I think it was
purple team.
Purple
team won. Yeah, purple. Yeah, they were better because they had like Chloe on the team, and she was really tall.
They had Zoe. Zoe used to play basketball and is an athlete too, and they had different people. Yeah, they were like the tall girls, so they were like they should be able to, knock those balls down. Like Beverly was saying, they should be able to get up there and just do it.
Beverly, I thought was cute. I still think she has a chance. Like I just for some reason I feel like there's something, and I don't know. I'm kind of rooting for her for some reason.
I like her, but I think, and I know that he talks to her a little bit later on, kind of one-on-one at the rose ceremony. I like her, but I almost feel like even though he says he really likes being around her, I don't see the same electric chemistry or sexual chemistry that I see with him and like a Juliana. And
we keep coming back to her. I think she's,
hey guys, I think she goes to the end, because guys are physical. Guys are, that needs to be there in addition to the other stuff. And we'll talk about it later with Juliana, but I just feel like, you picked her out a while, like you were like, Juliana. And I see it because also the teaser, I kind of feel like I saw her in the teaser, but
that's
she just really is really into her, and she's really into him. So yeah, but I like Beverly. I don't know how far she'll go, but I do like her.
someone who did really stand out was Chloe. He
Chloe.
gave her the MVP award or
Yes.
whatever, and they kissed
Hey,
and
Chloe.
kind of had like a little one-on-one time. It was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then drama ensues at the
Nighttime.
after party thing.
Yes.
It was so awkward. Oh wait, no, the other one was awkward. Just kidding. This one was like all right.
This
You
one
know,
was
the other one was very
angry
awkward.
between.
Yeah, with Zoe and Ellie Joe because they were like fouling each other a little bit, and people were just mad at Zoe and they called her out. I actually, I mean, it's like I don't really blame her in the beginning. It's just she gets more annoying as it keeps going. You
Yeah,
know.
it's too much. It's like I understand that there's frustration. I get that. But I also feel like, too, on this show, when people are upset over someone taking time with the lead, it's a lot of talking about it. They're always like talking and talking and talking about it. And
Hmm.
sometimes it feels like, and I like that Ally Joe finally went and just talked to him, but it's like, and this is for all the people. It wasn't just her, it was other women who were talking about her
Hmm.
behind her, talking about Zoe behind her back and everything. And I was like, I don't know what it would be like if I was there. But I would imagine, like, instead of talking so much about it, just be like, okay, where's Grant? Let me go find Grant.
Yeah.
Let me go see Grant and talk to him because that's why you're there. That and the fact that he already knows who he likes. He's already got maybe three, four people in mind at the most who he
Mhm.
likes. So sadly, if you're not getting a ton of time with him at this point, and it sounds like pessimistic, but that's how the
Mhm.
show works, is that it's
Yeah.
probably not gonna happen. And I hate
Yeah.
saying that like that, but it's like if you have to fight for the time so much, and you feel like I'm not getting enough time and everything, I feel like the lead, he's going to be ready for the ones he really wants to talk to. Because it's like with the
Yeah.
Juliana, I'm back to Juliana again. He had her come over when she did her one on one with him during that nighttime portion, and he was lotioning her
Yeah. He
hands.
gave her a hand massage.
Hello. Or the oil. He already
This is,
had the
oh my
oil.
God.
He knew he was going to talk to her.
This is giving Joey when he gave Daisy a foot massage. Remember that?
Yes.
We were like, ew, that's gross, but okay. Cute.
It
Like,
was
ew.
getting
Wash your hands.
This was getting so. This time it was getting. I almost felt like I feel like I shouldn't be watching this. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
this is
Sensual.
intense. Yes.
Yeah.
But like, that's my point. He knew he was going to talk to her. He had that oil ready to go. He told the
Hmm.
producers, I definitely want to talk to her. So, like, he knows, you know? I feel like it's messed up and it's sad, but like I understand they're frustrated and there's nothing wrong with showing your emotions and being frustrated, but it just sometimes feels like, are we gonna hash this, go over this over and over? We get it. She stole him. It was an awkward moment. She shouldn't have done it. Can we move
Yeah.
on?
Oh, yeah. So Zoe starts crashing people. She crashes Juliana when he's giving her a hand massage.
Mm.
And then she talks with him, and I just feel like nothing like, what did we even watch? I fell asleep while she was talking. She's boring. She's kind of boring to
I
me.
don't know. I don't know. Like,
I don't want to like paint her quickly a certain way, but I don't think she has like that much chemistry with him. I'm just kind of like, yeah, you're getting time, but I don't see
yeah.
him like light up around you.
I think
It's,
that
I
he's
don't see it.
searching for a connection with her. I think he finds her really attractive and he wants there to be
Hmm.
something there. And I think that because she also does get time with him, I feel like she's going to be there a long time. I
Hmm.
don't know how long, but I feel like she will be.
Well,
And I
she's
think,
gonna be she's like a villain, so she's gotta stay on it till like halfway through the season, probably.
but then we also have Carolina, which we'll get to in the other date, who is starting to be painted as a villain. So I'm kind of wondering, are they the two villains? And how long do they each stay?
Hmm.
But it's also like sadly
Mm.
unfair because we really don't know 100% what's happening
Yeah.
here, as usual.
Yeah, for sure. And then so Allie Joe, that's when she gets pissed. So she crashes Zoe,
Yeah.
and then like what, 5 minutes later, Zoe's like, I wanted to say goodbye, and like kind of crashes again. And like at that point, everyone's pissed. And Allie gets mad. She was like,
She's
comes,
ready to fight her.
she's like fighting
Yeah.
talk. I was like, okay,
But
girl,
she's
calm
teaches
down.
boxing. So she's
Yeah,
like,
I know.
let's
I would be
go.
scared of her. But it's like okay, she seems like it's like, oh my God, Zoe's like trying to get me. And I'm like, I wasn't reading that at all. You were just there. Like
Yeah.
she was trying to
It's not
get whoever
personal.
was talking to Grant.
Yeah.
Allie Joe, I'm sorry, like she's really pretty. She kind of
She's so
looks
pretty.
like Kelly Kapowski to me.
Oh, yeah,
But
I could
she
see that.
literally looks like she crawled out of like the 2000s Bachelor. Like
Mhm.
she's very like
Oh,
Y2K, you
I
know?
see that.
And I
Yeah.
can't decide if I'm like, is this like the new fashion or is it just like throwback look? Like kind of, I don't know. She's very pretty though.
Very pretty. Yeah.
Um, so I just want to like mention that. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me, but she just like kind of looks like Y2K style to me. But
Yeah.
that's
Really
coming
like that.
back, so that might be like the new look for The Bachelor next time.
Yeah. We could be going
Also,
back.
yeah.
Reverting. So, yeah, she's really pretty. And she's a fighter. Like she said, she likes to fight. She believes in fighing. That's what she told him. She was like, fighting is what she
Mm-hmm.
does.
I'll
So she
fight
was
for
ready to
you.
fight Zoe. It was a lot. It was a lot.
A lot for night 2 or
Yes.
episode 2, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But
So then the rose, who did he give the rose to again?
to Natalie,
That's right.
who we think she may be a top
She could do it.
contender.
Yeah.
I don't really remember why, but they just have a good connection. She's very sweet.
Yeah.
I like her. And
Genuine.
then it cuts to, or, you know, we move on to Alex, the
Yes.
speech therapist,
Uh-huh.
and her date, which is in an empty mall.
Yeah.
So that was kind of interesting.
Yes.
I'm like, is this like a ghost town mall, or do they actually like close it and let them
Uh-huh.
run around it? It did seem fun though. They were like going to random stores and like, it was not a pretty woman date. I thought it
No.
would be, but it was not. It was just kind of like, let's run around a mall.
Yeah. And then they didn't even have like a singer. They usually have someone come in and sing. He turned on a boombox.
He
Did
was
we?
the singer. I'm
Did we?
sorry, but like, oh,
Let's get to
I
it.
kind of talked about that last episode, right? It's like
Mm.
he's saying, did he sing twice this episode?
Yes.
Yeah, he sang twice. And I'm just like, if he's doing this every episode, it's starting to look a little bit like he's in it for the wrong reasons. Like, why are you singing so much? And I think he's cute enough and he has swag enough to
Hmm.
pull it off. But it's the same thing as I thought when he came out beatboxing at Jen's night one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Um,
almost cringe. Like he is cute enough and smooth enough, but it's
it's a
almost
lot.
cringe.
It's a lot.
If he was slightly less cute, it would be cringe.
Yes. I feel like it's a lot. Like I'm good if we don't if there's no more singing for the rest of the season. And I'm not no, I'm not trying to be like it's a lot. He sang
Yeah.
to Alex playing the piano and he's talented with the piano. I love it. That's great. And he's he's creating his own music. He's writing songs
Mhm.
and everything. But like and then he did it again with the other group date. He sang
Yeah.
on stage like a rap and I was just kind of like, okay, I understand when people say is he in it for the right reasons? But then again, also The Bachelor is promoting him. So I'm
Yeah.
confused. They
Yeah.
are a part of this. They're like, hey, you sing. Get on up there and sing. Hey,
Yeah.
you sing. Get up there and sing. It feels like
Right.
constant and it's just a lot. I'm okay with this being it. I'm not trying to knock his abilities or anything. And like you said,
Yeah.
he's good looking enough that it's not like, oh, it's not that. But also, I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good. I just talking's fine. I like
Yeah.
Grant. He's
Even just play the piano. Like
yeah,
when
piano.
that's
Awesome. Is he gonna
that's
sing at
great.
the proposal at the end? I don't know.
He's gonna beatbox. I know
He's gonna be
that. Probably.
I'm sorry,
Beatboxing
Grant.
is
I
cool
really do
though,
like you.
but
It's just
like
a lot.
I know, I know. I feel bad too. It's like I do like him.
Mhm.
But like just I was like, oh, okay. Like
Yeah.
this is exactly what I was hoping wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
And I just, anytime somebody comes on the show and they're like, oh, I have this like amazing talent. Like I've watched seasons where like people come away from a girl talking about her business to being like, she's trying to self promote. She's only here for like getting more followers and stuff. And it's like, when did we go from questioning every woman to now letting a man basically become a pop star and on the show, like trying
Mhm.
to be a pop star?
Yeah.
So, and again, he did release that
Yes.
song right
Mhm.
before the premiere. So whatever. We will
Mhm.
see. We will see. We
We'll
will see.
see. We will see.
Um,
But
yeah.
is that just The Bachelor now? Not completely. A lot of people know that it's a great platform to
Yeah.
get out there because let's be honest, there are people who have been on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette who just don't have electric personalities that you would normally find on TV if they hadn't been on this show. And
Yeah.
now they're in a position where they're promoting things, they're influencers, and they're doing hosting things. And it's kind of like, normally, maybe that would not have happened. I don't know how else to put it.
Right. Oh, 100%.
So it's
Yeah.
just, we're also in a different time of the show. And who knows if it will even stay on TV, if it'll go streaming at some point. I don't know. But it's just, yeah, it's a lot. But they're helping him promote it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. But yeah, the date was low budget. I mean, I was surprised
For the first
for the
one-on-one.
first one-on-one
It
because
was
usually
like
they do
dark
helicopters and they do like, we're
yeah.
going to this and and it was like,
Yeah.
meet me at the mall. It's closed. We're gonna run around and get popcorn and stuffed animals and sit down and talk. The talking's good. I'm glad they had time to talk and he played the piano. And then it was, we can't even afford someone to come because we put them on the group date. So we're
Yeah,
just
I
gonna
know they
play
had
music.
Mario on the group date.
Mario,
That was
early
cool. Not gonna
2000s
lie, I do
Mario.
think all their like guests that they've shown. I mean, Lisa Vanderpump is gonna be on. We have
Yes.
Mario. Like those are cool. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in it.
I know
Um,
them.
I love Mario. Oh my
I love
god,
the song that they were
me
singing.
too.
That's like his hit too.
Song.
That's
Oh
like his
yeah,
biggest hit. He's had hits, but
yeah.
biggest hit that came out in the early 2000s, guys. And I was like,
Oh, love
"Oh,
that
take me
song.
back."
I know. It definitely like gave me getting ready for
School.
school vibes.
Oh,
Like
Mario from Baltimore, Maryland,
we're
by the way,
such
guys.
millennials.
Originally from
Hmm.
Baltimore, so let's
But yeah, the the next group date was cool. It was like a performance talent show singing. They had to write songs and perform.
yeah.
It was fine. Again, none of them were especially musically talented. I really expected so much from Rebecca. She was so much talk and she came out and I was like, "Oh, this is not." I thought it would be like a full-on song. It was not.
Um,
None of them were though. Carolina won the date because she spoke Spanish and like has like confidence.
mhm.
She did, it was cute. But then she straddled him and made out with him in front of everyone and they all got pissed. Like pissed. That
It
was
was
the
a lot.
awkward after date. Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
lot.
It was a little bit jarring for everybody. But he loved it.
Of course.
Yeah.
He was like, that was great.
Yeah.
It's like
That was a fun group date.
so fun. And it's like,
Yeah.
dude, so once again, I'm telling you, a guy is a guy. Like, he's
Yeah.
just gonna be happy for that moment, which, yeah, but I feel like later on, Carolina said something like when she was talking to him, she was saying that I just don't understand why like people feel bad or like when I'm happy or something. And I thought, no, they were just did not want to see you straddle him in front of them.
Yeah.
It wasn't because you were happy. It was because you were straddling
Yeah.
him in public. And whatever you do in the one-on-one type, I don't, who cares? Because they don't know. But it was just kind of like, they were like, oh, that's tough to watch for anyone.
Yeah, it
That's,
is hard. It really is, yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Well, what happened? I
yeah, they were
think,
just very salty with her. They kind of confronted her, but it turned
yeah.
into nothing. It was just kind of like, okay, well,
Yeah.
she
They
didn't
were,
really realize it.
no.
Whatever.
Just have a good time.
Who did he give? Did he give it to Latia,
I
the
think
second
so.
rose?
I think so. I think it
And
was
Alex got a
Latia.
rose, right? So those are the three with
Yeah,
roses.
because
Um,
Latia talked about what it meant when he said, like, you probably never hear no because you're so beautiful. And that was a
um,
trigger for her. So she explained what that was for her. And that's probably why he gave it to her because she was vulnerable and explained a part of who she is so he can get to know her a little better.
yeah,
And then, of course, he, sat down with Carolina and had their moment and basically told her at the end of that conversation because she insinuated that the girls were being really mean and everything, and he was just like, you tell me next time because I want to protect you. And I'm trying to think if there was anything else significant. I mean, he talked to a few of the
oh,
women who ended up leaving, going home.
I was gonna say Ella wrote him a letter
you
and
know
had a really nice moment. I just didn't get him. Like his selection of ladies at the end, I was truly shocked at some of them who left.
the rose ceremony.
Rebecca, like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm kind of skipping ahead, but like
that's
he
okay.
also, Rebecca, he actually pulled her first after the group date and was
Yeah,
like, I could tell the vibes are weird. Like, is everything okay? And she's like, thanks for checking. Like, I'm just disappointed because like I really like was excited to like be musical. I don't even remember what she said, but she was just
yeah.
like disappointed. She's
Well,
like, I think we're all just disappointed.
she was really
Um,
honest with him and nice about it,
and
and
he
she
was
was
really
very
nice
much like,
too
I just want you to enjoy your experience. Like, I really like Rebecca because she was so nice and just so genuinely like, I just want
and
you to enjoy your
happy.
experience and
Yeah.
just, and he was just not into it. Like, you can tell who he's into, and those people will stay a long time, and who he's not as into.
Yeah.
We didn't really see Alicia at all this episode,
Oh my
and we
gosh.
were fans. I
So
still am a fan of you, Alicia,
I
but
still can't believe that. I was like shook when he didn't call her name. I was like,
yeah, I was
what?
surprised. I thought she'd be around longer. I thought she
Yeah. I
would.
thought I was surprised by Ella, Alicia, and Rebecca leaving.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't see much chemistry with like Dina,
they're not really
Parisa,
showing. I know
really.
Paris is still there, right?
Yeah. Even Allie Joe, I don't really see the
There's,
chemistry.
but Ally Joe is good at like butting heads, so the producers
Yeah.
were probably like,
They want
"We need
her.
to
And
keep
I
her."
think Parisa's a little delulu. So I
So
think
that's
they're going to
great
want
too.
her.
Great TV.
Yeah. Like that makes sense. But like Dina, I mean, like, and Serafina, no offense, but like, I just don't really, I don't even remember
Serafina
anything.
seems to get into it with Zoe next week because is she the one who makes the comment about the short
Oh,
dress?
yeah. The short
So they
dress.
probably see that starting to brew and they're like,
Yeah.
keep her too. And
Yeah.
and then like I feel with Dina, she may be a dark horse because we're not really
Really.
seeing her. And
Mhm.
I don't know. We just don't, but she's still there and she does talk a fair amount in the episode. But we'll see as time goes on. If we still don't see her that much, but we still hear her
Yeah.
talking, I wonder if that's an
She may go
inclination
far. Yeah.
but like we don't see them together really, which is interesting. But
No.
it's always that person we don't see them with a lot. And we're like,
Yeah.
huh? Like the Jeremys. And
Mhm.
like, we're
Oh,
like,
yeah. That was still, we were all just like, what?
oh, okay.
Hometown? Okay.
All right.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I was glad to see that obviously Juliana, Beverly, I was happy to
Latia.
see Bailey, yes, Latia, and Chloe. Chloe,
Chloe.
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of diversity beyond like black and white girls, but he has a plus size model,
He
so that's
does.
good.
She was the one plus size in the entire
Mhm.
group. of 25
Yeah.
women.
And he
Um,
seems to like her. I mean, he was
yeah,
like, he called her beautiful. I was happy to see that. Like,
yeah,
there's
because
a
she
little bit of
is.
diversity.
I mean, she's a
Yes.
model. Like, she is. And yeah, I don't, it's interesting. Like, of the
Whatever.
group,
It's what he
though,
likes.
of the group, I really do see, I'm not 100% sure on top six, five, four, but I really feel like Juliana and Latia,
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
just feel like they are 100% going to the top three because it's like a different
Yeah.
dynamic with Juliana and Latia. He's different with each of them because they're both very different women. But like Juliana is just very like he lights up when he's with her.
Yeah.
You know he's making
Chemistry.
time. Yeah, the
Yeah.
chemistry is there. You know he's making time for her. He just sees so much like he's just extremely attracted to her, obviously, and that's a big part of it too, as we always say for the men. And then with Atia, it's like their connection's different, but it's still like a strong connection. I don't really know how to describe it. It's kind of like more of a, I don't know. Like, it's like he's trying to figure her out, or he's just kind of like in awe of her in a
Yeah.
different
That's what
way.
I kind of felt like. He's kind of
Mhm.
like puts on a pedestal. Like
Yes.
he respects her, which is wonderful. Both presentations of him are great.
Hmm.
Um, I guess, yeah, I think you're right though. I think they're definitely both top three.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna say maybe Rose or Beverly, because I don't know why. I just think Beverly. I like her.
Yeah. I can see why you think Beverly. I
Whatever.
really
We'll
do like
see.
Beverly. I just don't see like the sexual chemistry, honestly, with
Maybe.
this man.
Yeah.
Is very like most men are, but like this man's very focused on that. And then Rose, I wonder with Rose, because she's crying a lot in these teasers. I don't know what's going on. Um,
Yeah.
but they have a chemistry too. That's definitely he's really into her, and like they had that moment when they were, what was it, the first night when they were blindfolded and they were
hmm
like shaping clay or something, and it was a very
Yeah.
like ghost movie, like
Yeah.
film, and she was
Who
very
is that
much
with? Bailey
that was with
or
Rose,
Rose? Oh,
and
yeah, yeah.
blindfolded, and they were just like feeling
And
that
he
was
took off his and
yeah,
kissed her, and she's like, "You took yours off."
I know.
Yeah, I was kind of like, "Way to cheat, Grant." Whatever.
Yeah, he was
Worst
like.
things he could have done. Mhm.
So we'll see with them, but I really did see Alicia going further. I'm saddened she's not because I
I'm sad.
liked
I really
her.
liked her.
I
She
really
was
liked her.
fun and
Yes,
he liked her. I
yes,
feel like maybe something happened. Maybe they had a weird moment off
yeah,
camera,
yeah.
or like maybe he heard what she said about his sister. I don't know. Last week, she said a very vulgar thing when she didn't know that his sister was there.
Hmm.
But yeah, like I was really disappointed to see that. But hopefully we'll see her in Bachelor in Paradise.
I hope
So all
so,
we can
and I hope we
say
see
whenever people
Rebecca.
leave,
I hope we
yeah,
see these other women because they're wonderful, and I just really want them. If not love, maybe love of the moment. I don't know. Like,
yeah,
and there's more relationships that come out of Bachelor in Paradise because you're grabbing people from different
yes.
seasons.
I
So
believe in that more than The
it works
Bachelor.
more. It works more
Yeah,
because you have more options. It's not like a bunch of women for one guy or a bunch of
yeah.
guys for one woman. So it definitely is. I don't want to say easier because there's people that don't meet anyone, but it's just I'm excited for it this summer.
It's
Let's just say that.
it's more of a game of chance. Like it's
Mhm.
higher probability.
Yeah, higher probability for sure.
Hmm
So I guess like, are we missing anything when we have the episode next week? Of course, we
No,
see that more drama ensues, with Zoe and Carolina, and
yeah,
we're gonna. I think they're still in LA for the third episode. So let's see when they actually travel and
yeah.
see who the next one-on-one is.
I
Ooh,
know,
that'll be telling.
exciting.
All
All right.
right,
Well, I
that's
think
it,
that's it,
guys.
everyone. Hope you
Yeah.
guys have a wonderful week. We'll see you next Tuesday
Yes.
after
Next
the third episode.
Tuesday. Join us then.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.